Hello friends, this is Raj Sastri from Raj Option Trading. Today is November 29th, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we'll talk about CrowdStrike. Look, CrowdStrike is a security company, cybersecurity company, and stock dropped big time after the earnings. Look, CrowdStrike. Look at the stock drop here. We got a huge drop here from 138 all the way to 111. Look at this huge drop here in just one day. Afterwards, a drop of $25.75. That's a huge drop here. And the reason is, as you can see here, they got their forecast for revenue missed. As you can see here, they missed their revenue. Basically, forecast perspective, they missed their forecast. That's why it came tumbling down. The moment company misses the forecast, market does not like it. And look, it's not making money. If you see here the earning perspective, earnings is negative. When the earnings is negative and the forecast is not great, that's why market does not like it. And look, they're doing pretty okay from a sales perspective. The revenue is going higher, which is a good news. And shares outstanding is pretty stable. That's also not bad. But look, if they miss on the guidance, market does not like it. And they also talked about elongated schedules when it comes to sales cycles, elongated sales cycles. That's why market came down big time. So I would wait for a day or two and jump in, because it's a great company doing great. If you look at the fundamentals, let me take you to a fundamental platform here, which is Stock Rover. From a fundamental perspective, look, typically we look at things like Altman Z-score, which is 7, which is not bad. And we got Piotrowski F-score 5, which is also great. It's doing pretty well. And if you look through the comparison here, we got CrowdStrike at a overall the value score is 61. Industry is doing about 74. So this is a good company. I would say I would slowly start buying as it stabilizes. And look, from an analyst perspective, we got a nice, strong buy rating as of now. I'm sure this will drop tomorrow. They will basically drop it down. So with that, I would, given it's a great company and doing good job in the cybersecurity world, I would wait for a day or two. We'll go into some more details and technicals, but I would wait for a day or two, slowly start buying some of this. As you look through here from a visual perspective, we got some of these indications here. Typically, if you look through this company here, they typically don't do great in September and October, as you can see here. November also, they're slightly down, as you can see here. This is a zero line, they're slightly down, but this time around they dropped big time, as you can see. And from an analyst perspective, look, it's all great. Analysts love this company. And as you see here, we got 32 analysts covering the stock. That tells you analysts are really covering this company. And there's a strong buy ratings, which is good. Look, current rating strong buy. Actually, it increased compared to a month ago and 3 months ago. So overall, company doing well, but look, it's going to be tough, a couple of days for the stock here. That's why we got to be slightly careful. So now I will take you to, my favorite platform, which is TradingView. Look at this huge drop, all the way from around 138 or so, all the way to 112. That's a huge drop here after hours, after the market is closed. And promptly, look, our lazy bear indicator is flashing red. It's going all the way down here. And if you look at the weekly view here, look at the huge drop. This did not consider today's drop, but look at a support level here around let's see here, around $100. That's a nice support level. I think this $100 support level might really attract the stock to the $100 mark here. That could be the situation here. That's why I don't rush right now. Let it settle down, and then you can buy Probably it will settle down around $100. That could be a good time to slowly start buying. But if it breaks through the $100, watch out. The next level is about around say $60 or so right here. So you got to be slightly careful. I would buy some around say 100 or so and wait slightly. I'm sure this level will hold, but if this does not hold for some reason, you can start buying more because it's a good support level right here around say 60 or so. So with that, look, from a quarterly earning perspective, they have surpassed the earning. Look, we got earnings right here. They surprised the earnings estimate by 0.088 cents or 8 penny, which is a 26.81% surprise. They did well for the current quarter, but the guidance was not great. And look, from a revenue perspective, we got quarterly revenue here. Revenue came in. Net revenue is negative, as you can see here. That's one of the reasons Wall Street does not like it at this time. And look, from a net income perspective, negative net income. Company not producing any income. And from a performance perspective, look, it had a little bit run up into the earnings, 1.61%, but down 41% for 1 year. Huge big drop here. Technicals are sell, as you can see here, and we got analyst rating strong buy. So overall, as you can see here, it's a good company, but company not making money, and outlook is cut. That's the double whammy in the Wall Street world. That's why stock came tumbling down. Now I will take you to my favorite platform, which is TradingView.com, and look at what's going on from a stock perspective. First, I will take you to stock dashboard here. From a stock dashboard perspective, I will clear all this up so we can start fresh here. All right, look, we got stock dashboard right here. From a time frame perspective, let's probably go to the daily time frame here, and what we'll do is we'll start drawing these support and resistance level. From a support resistance level, as you can see here, we got good support at 122, 135. 135 is also a great support level, but look, it blew through these support levels already. It's about $112. What we'll do is we'll increase the time frame here. Let's say weekly here, and then let's draw the support and resistance level. As you see here, the moment you go to weekly here, look, we got nice support level at 101.3 here. This could be the level where it might settle down. It's a good support level. Then if this breaks for some reason, I don't think this will break, but if it breaks, watch out. Next stop is around $68 or so. That's why you got to be careful on this one here. And one more thing I will take you to is really, let's clear this here. One more thing you have to think through is really, typically I love to look at, let's draw this here. Let's look at the trend lines here. I typically like to look at event trend lines on a daily chart. Okay. Let's change it to daily chart and draw the event trend lines. I'm sure it dropped below all the events because it's a stock huge drop here. Look, we got all these event trend lines here, but right now stock is much below. I think it's of no use looking at the event trend lines at this time here. All right, so we got a few more things going on here. I think we can skip here. Generally, look, November is pretty okay month, 50% win rate, but for CrowdStrike, July and June, these are the great months of the year, but right now we are in a big hole. So what I'll do is I'll take you to the short interest here. As you look to the short interest, which is short sale volume, as you can see here, there is slightly increased short sale, short volume today. Probably folks expected stock might take a beating. That's why it's a short volume increase, as you can see here. All right, so now what we'll do is we'll look at some more details here. I will take you to options dashboard here. From an options dashboard perspective, look, stock has done pretty okay from a net flow perspective. There is more call buying and put selling. That's why the net flow turned positive till the market close. But after the market close, everything took a beating here. So that's why you got to be slightly careful. Next thing you have to watch out is really daily premium dashboard here. Look from a premium perspective. In a daily premium perspective, we got a lot of negative premium here at 140. As you can see, a nice huge negative premium. There is some positive premium, as you can see here, but on a weekly basis also there is a huge negative premium. People might be buying put and selling calls around 140 here. That's why you see a huge negative premium here. And look, we got a negative premium at 130 and 125. That also tells you folks are negative on the company. Overall, as you scan through here, there is a more negative sentiment here, negative premium for the stock. All right, next important thing we have to look through is really the levels. Look, we'll look at these open interest levels. It's the we can do the aggregate here to begin with. Look, from an aggregate perspective, there's a huge open interest as you scan through here around 102. This is the highest, as you can see here. So a lot of folks are buying, a lot of put options. Put open interest is so high at 100. That's why this level might hold, because there is huge put interest level here. That's why stock may be, moving toward this 100 level. And if you can reduce the time frame here, let's go to Friday expiration, which is next Friday. Look, next Friday here we got huge put positions, 136, 135, and so on and so forth. Folks have well hedged right now. I think these folks will make some good money as the stock is sliding all the way to 112 or so, and even might slide even further. All right, so what we'll now look at is dealer Greeks buildup. So this kind of tells you what dealers have. As many of you know here, when retail traders like us buy call option, these dealers or market makers, they have to sell the call options to people like us. That's why, because retail traders are positive and dealers are negative delta here. Because dealers are negative delta, basically they sold call options to retail traders. They will have some share right now with the proportion of the delta. So when the expiration comes, they have to liquidate their position. That's why around Friday or so, watch out. There may be slight downturn in this stock here, mainly because dealers will be liquidating their position. It may not be huge, but as they liquidate their position, stock might come slightly down. That's why if you want to buy this stock, I would wait till Monday, because of this negative delta the dealers has. They will end up liquidating some. All right, now let's look at the few more details here, and I will take you right to the GEX dashboard here. It's the gamma exposure, as many of you know here. GEX stands for gamma exposure. From a gamma exposure level, what this tells you is really a 125 level is a magnet. It will pull the stock towards the 125 level, but now that's a old story, because stock is already down to 112, somewhere right here. So there is some chance that stock can gravitate towards 125 level, but if it does not do that, you can see the slide below to 100 level, because at 100 there is a good volume, so that it might pull toward the 100 level. Now that 125, this level right here, which is 130 level, is already well past. Now we are much below 130, so I can see the stop, next stop could be around $100. All right, so next important thing I want to bring your attention to is the dark pool. Look, many of the folks in the dark pool world, they probably understood what's going on here. So what I will do is I will change the time frame here and go from there. Look, from a dark pool flow perspective, this is one way to look at it. Our dark pool orders was high. Look, we got 11.8, around 11.8 here. We got this is the dark pool here, dark pool. You can see all these lines here. These are the dark pool lines, around 11:28 even. I think it's today itself or a couple days ago. Look, we got a nice and high dark pool opening here. That tells you folks are really doing a lot of transactions in the dark pool. And as you scan through here, this one is an interesting one. We can go into 30-minute chart here just to see it a little more clearly. All right, so as you look through here, this is a dark pool regions. Sometimes it's good to look at the dark pool regions. What this tells you is really a lot of people are having a lot of dark pool positions. Look, all these red positions here, you can think them as resistance level. Look at the amount here. There is a huge amount here. There is 21 million here. There is 6 million, 25 million. A lot of people, basically these could be the sold positions. That's why this can act as a support. We can't exactly say, but by looking at what date this dark pool orders were transacted, and look at the price 24 hours before, we can predict this could be dark pool orders which are sell. So these can act as a resistance level. This is one of the reason this level right here, 138 and above, we got huge dark pool sold positions here. But below 135 here, we got good dark pool buy positions. So there's a good chance this can provide some level of support. But look what's going on here. We are already down to 112 or so. So that's why you got to be slightly careful here. It can drop back to $100. But look, there is a lot of these support levels here at 135. We got 20 million, 135 again, 48 million, and so on and so forth. There is huge dark pool support levels at 135, but given the stock has already cracked through and went below these levels, next stop could be around $100. So that's why watch out. If I were you, I would be buying some position. I love this company. I will open some position on Monday after the Friday's expiration, and start building a small portfolio with the with this stock here, CrowdStrike. It's a great cybersecurity company. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.